Hey, I'm Paul with RackOutfitters.com, here to show you the Kuat Beta hitch-mounted hanging style bicycle rack. And here we have it in the box. We're going to take it from the box and fully assemble it and then install it on the back of this vehicle and show you everything step by step. So first step is just open up this box and okay, it's assembled. So that's all there is to it. All you have to do out of the box is reorient the direction of your hitch base. Let's go ahead and take off this little signature burlap bag that has the hitch pin in it. And then go ahead and bring that around and then reinsert that pin. And now we're ready to install it into the back of the receiver hitch. So before I do so, I want to go ahead and first show you how this inserts and how it's held in place securely. So inside the stinger of this bicycle rack is a wedge that pushes this ball bearing against the corner of the inner walls of the hitch. And by doing that, it'll take away any play between the stinger and the hitch in both the vertical and horizontal direction. So what I'm going to do is just first slide it in to this 2-inch receiver hitch. And now before I go any further, I want to go ahead and grab from my signature burlap bag the hitch pin that comes supplied. Okay. So here we have a hitch pin for a 2-inch hitch, and what I'm going to do is push this essentially so you can understand what's happening. Is I have the hole on the passenger side, and I'm going to be pressing against the side of the hitch until it reaches the hole. So that way I don't have to reach under, I don't have to look what's happening, I can just feel what's happening. And so that did it right there. So it's in position, the hitch pin is in place, and right now you can see that there's still the jiggle. Now here at the end we have this turn knob, and so this turn knob is tightening that wedge. So all I have to do is turn that clockwise, and as I turn, I just want to jiggle it a little bit. That way I'm ensured that that ball bearing is settled into that corner of the hitch, and just get it good and firm. And now it's completely rigid. There is no play whatsoever between the bike rack stinger and your hitch. So really simple and effective method of tightening and supplying an anti-wobble. As a safety measure, this pin is provided. So worst case scenario, that somehow that'll prevent that pin from ever coming out. So it's totally safe and secure in your receiver hitch. Okay, so another thing, if you look closely here, there's a turn knob. Because now, although you have the stinger completely anti-wobble in your hitch, you still have movement here. And so Kuat didn't want that even. And so what we're going to do is pull that rearward and then tighten this small turn knob here. And now even that movement is eliminated. So very, very stable at all points of connection. Now as we move up, we've got the arms that are currently in the stowed position. I'll go ahead and release this pin, just like the pin below. It's held with this cable lanyard, so you're not going to lose it. This piece of cardboard there is just for packing. So I'll bring it up into the carrying position and reinsert the pin and putting the safety clip in place. So once again, you have a little bit of play here, and in that burlap bag they included another turn knob. I'll go ahead and get that threaded, and I'll lift it upward and then tighten this until it stops. Okay, so now at the top, once again, no movement, a good solid connection at all points. Okay, now finally we have the method that allows us to secure the bicycle to the arms. So Kuat has elected to use a ratcheting nylon strap. Many other manufacturers will use a rubber strap. This method of attachment offers a very, very secure connection that cannot stretch or deteriorate anywhere near as quickly as just a rubber strap might deteriorate in weather conditions. Also, it doesn't require that you have to stretch it. It's just a very simple, effortless integration with the buckle, and when it's connected, it's very secure. So you'll notice that each bike gets 2 straps, and that's going to secure the top tube of the bicycle frame. And then this third strap is intended to secure the seat tube of the bicycle strap. So whenever you're hanging a bicycle on a rack, it has a tendency to want to swing, and so this strap is going to help minimize the swinging. Okay, and so you have the exact same setup on this for this bicycle, except for everything is oriented in the opposite direction. That way the bicycles will go opposite directions and you don't have your handlebars clashing with one another. Okay, so I'm going to grab a bike and I'm going to load it into this position, and I'm going to show how a bike is held in place using these straps. Okay, now this happens to be a big, heavy fat tire style bike, and all I gotta do is lift it and run the strap across, and I would be better off putting it in the opposite direction. So you can either put it in this position, which really in this case it's what should be done. If you're only carrying one bike, they do recommend that you carry that bike on the inner position. Okay, so let's just do it that way. Okay, there we go. So, and you'll notice the strap is on a pivot, so it helps to get it nice and in alignment with the angle of the frame. Okay, so now I'll bring this strap, I'm gonna bring this tube, the seat tube, forward as close as possible to the cradle. It's a dense plastic, rubber, soft material, so it's not going to harm the frame. And I'll go ahead and get that secure. And then let's get the front one. Okay, so those are all the attachment points to hold the bicycle in place. Now, in addition to this, it would be advisable to add further security with a strap to keep this front wheel from moving. That's not supplied, but we do recommend that. And so that's how a bike is held. Let's go ahead and back up. I'll go ahead and take the bike off. And it is very quick and easy to load and unload a bicycle. Now, if you have the rack installed and you want to access the back of the vehicle, I'm going to go ahead and put this into the stowed position. So rotate that arm down. So with the bicycle removed, I'm just going to reposition that. Now, if I want to get into the rear of the vehicle, all I have to do is pull this lever, and then the rack tilts down, and I can, as I tilt down, I'm going to put this pin in this lower position, and that will act as a stop so that it doesn't go all the way down to the ground. So once again, I've repositioned this pin from the upper position to the lower position, and now the rack stays at that angle, and then that allows you to completely open up your rear hatch without having to remove the rack. Now, when you do remove the rack, you saw that it stows in a very small form factor. It only weighs 14 pounds, so it's very easy to take off, put inside the back of the vehicle, take into the house, store underneath in a small closet under a bed. So a very easy rack to own, very convenient, and will get your bikes where you need to go. So these are all the key features of the Kuat Beta. I'm Paul with rackoutfitters.com. We make it very easy to purchase these racks. Just go to our website, use the link in the video description, and you have multiple options for payment. We appreciate your support, and thank you for watching.